So we're going to be talking about different career options. What are some different career options that we know? It's going to be interactive. So what are some different career options that we know?
What are different career options that we know? Do you know what a career is? What kind of job? What are different jobs that you know about? Do you know any job? Who knows? Yeah.
A doctor.
Yes, citizen. What? Okay.
Everybody should be able to say something.
A teacher.
Yes. Wonderful.
A family medicine doctor.
Okay. That's all in medicine.
What is the question?
Eh?
What is the question?
What is a career? What are different careers that you know about?
A doctor.
Apart from doctor, we talked about that.
A firefighter.
Yeah, a firefighter. Oh, I thought you did them. Oh, you have
A plumber.
a plumber, yeah.
A painter.
A painter. A painter as somebody who paints houses, or a painter as somebody who paints pictures. Oh, somebody who paints pictures. Okay, an artist, right? Great.
Psychiatrist.
Okay, that's under medicine and doctor.
A vet.
Okay, that's also under medicine and doctor. Hold on.
Real estate agent.
Yeah?
Real estate agent and pharmacist.
Okay, real estate agent, pharmacist here.
A janitor.
What?
A janitor.
A janitor. Okay, that's also you. That's a good thing. We need janitors to clean, right?
A philanthropist.
It's a philanthropist, a career.
Where did you get the money from?
Okay, that's gonna be interesting. Wait, who has not spoken? Monique is there.
A garbage collector.
I don't know whether that's a career, but environmental science is, and all of those people are under environmental sciences.
Yeah, okay, thank you all so much for your input.
Somebody said chef.
All right, thank you. So the next point here that I have here is, what do you know about choosing a good career? Of course, I emphasize on high school students, but of course, and I remember Auntie Patricia said something. A career, you start a career even as much as in middle school, even elementary school. Everything is just orientation. Everything is what you're oriented, how you're oriented, what your parents tell you is orientation. So, I mean, how or what do you know about choosing a good career?
Good career.
Yes,
I like that.
I know
word.
you guys. You've chosen or you've given a couple of them, but the problem here is a good career. You have to know how to choose a good one. Not everyone is good. So now, the first thing I have here is, first thing, as believers, as children of God, ask God first. Ask God about your career. Ask God about what God thinks is good for you. I think it's important. I know there are some people that are really confused. Sometimes you ask your kids, what do you want to become? Some of them will say, I don't know. You don't think that you will know when you're in college. No. You can know when you're still in elementary school. I remember when Jaya was little, when I went for my doctor's appointment. So Jaya took the doctor's stethoscope. I was trying to, check my heartbeat, all those things. So the doctor was like, do you want to become a doctor? Jay said, yes, I want to become a doctor. And then when I took Jay to the library, Jay will always go and look for this job because they have some fake doctor robes, all these lab coats, and then all this stethoscope and stuff like that. So I say this to say that sometimes it's not only when you are in college, not only when you are in high school, that you can know what you want to become. Yeah. So the next point is, when you want to choose a good career, first thing, you have to understand
Are you writing? Are we writing?
understand yourself.
Are we jotting right?
Assess yourself. Who are you? Who am I? Am I fit to become a doctor? Assess yourself. Am I doing the things that require me to become a doctor? Who are you? That's assessment. The next point, what are you good in? Because you can't just get up and say, I want to be a nurse. You have to have some characteristics in you that portray you can manage or you can follow that career of becoming a nurse. Next point is interest. Your interest. Do you have interest in what you're planning to do or to become or to do as a career? Do you have that interest? Don't just feel like, okay, because a friend is doing, let me say, the friend want to be a biochemist. And then you'll be like, okay, because my friend want to be a biochemist, okay, I'm going to be a biochemist. Do you have interest in that? Or you just want to follow a friend? That is interest. Skills is another point. Do you have the skill? Do you know the skill? Do you have it? Because there are some things that you have to learn the skills to do it. Do you have the skills? In order for you to choose a good career. Next point is values. Do you have that values? If you become a doctor, do you have the values? Do you know the values that it takes for you to become a doctor? If you have all these characteristics, and then you can fit yourself in a good career. The next point is you have to explore various career options. Can somebody tell me what are some various career options? How do you explore some career options? Okay. Where's the microphone?
Well, I know for me that I want to do something in the medical field, but I know my backup plan is like, if not that, then I wanted to do something like criminal justice or like something that has to do with law. So like always having like a backup plan, like various choices. Like even if you just want to stay in the medical field, there's like different fields in the medical field you can do. So you can like be a pediatrician. If you feel like that's not for you, you can be a psychiatrist. If you feel like that's not for you, you can be a gastroenterologist, and like, yeah, there's like always like other choices you can do.
How are you going to go about it?
Good.
Going about
Getting that.
Getting that. Like, how are you going to position yourself so that you can get into medical school or you get...
Well, first off, like, try and choose people that you know like have the same ambitions as you. So like, you know, if you have a question or like, oh, I have questions about this medical thing, if you have like an uncle or like a mentor that is also in that medical field, you can call them and ask them questions. Have friends, like I said, in the same medical field as you. So if you don't want to like, I mean, it's good to always have a mentor, but somebody that's also in the same age group as you is also like always beneficial. So.
Yeah, that's very correct. That's very correct. So sometimes, any other person?
I was just gonna say, like what she was saying, just surround yourself with people who share the same interests in you as you, and then also just praying to God that He'll put you in the right position and following His path.
So then you can be surrounded, like you can go and have nursing friends and this, but is that going to take you into nursing school or into medical school? What is, I think that's what you're asking, right?
Yes, what I'm asking is, I mean, like, what are some, how do you explore, what are the things that
You have to do.
you have to do to explore your way to your career? So only get those points are very correct.
Yes.
Talk to people, talk to your uncle to give you advice. In another sense, orientation, you need orientation. Because somebody who has, for example, if you want to become a doctor, medical doctor, and then you have an uncle that is a medical doctor, you want to find out from the uncle, I'm trying to pursue becoming a doctor, so what am I supposed to do? That is another we have to explore. That's an option to explore in order for you to achieve your goal of becoming a medical doctor as a career. Yes.
Oh, I was gonna ask what was the question again, so I can answer it.
Okay, the question is, how do you explore? What are the various ways to explore to achieve your career goal?
I say try to get to know yourself better, what you want to do.
Mm-hmm. So, okay, knowing what you want to do, yes. How do you get along to achieve what you know you want to do? Yes, Ethan, go ahead.
I would say going to school, elementary school, middle school, we had the conversation last night, not everybody is good at certain things, and even in the video they said, you're not born to do many things, everybody has a specific thing that they're good at doing. So it's like, if I grow up and I say, I want to be a doctor, yet in high school I'm struggling to do chemistry, or I'm struggling to do biology, and it's like, is that something that I really want to do? Because in college, it's more strict as to what you know. So it's like, you have to evaluate yourself, like you said, you have to assess yourself about the career that you want to do and see, do you fit the qualities, or do you fit or do you have the skills to do whatever you say you want to do? And then when you find out what skills you have, then that's when you can go and say, I can do this, or I choose this career path because I feel like this best aligns, and so on and so forth.
Okay, thank you. Somebody send this up. I'm just doing this so we don't have to ask questions at the end because there's no time.
I'd say to study more or join programs, or when you get old enough, then you could also do internships that
That's
are
very
focused
correct.
on the career you want to go to.
Yes, I have that in my paper. That's very correct. We do internship. You can even do research. Go to internet, do some research. You can volunteer. By volunteering, if you know what career you want to follow, you can do volunteer in that career, and you'll be good with it. You can also you can do job shadowing. So those are the things that you can do in order for you to explore your career goal. Another thing is you have to seek guidance from your parents, from your teachers, and then your mentor. I know I'm only talked about mentorship, which is very correct. I know Ethan also said, I don't know if it's only said, get orientation for people who are ahead of you. Very, very important. And I mentioned that also. Get orientation from people who are ahead of you. Ask questions. It will help you. Very, very important. Like Ethan just went to the university. We were talking last night. So I was asking, this is your second week. So how was it? How is it? How is it going? Especially as a freshman in college. So he said you have to, the school is big in a way that you have to talk. Because if you don't know how to talk, you're going to get lost. Talk to people, and there's some people that are open, and there's some people that are not open. Even your classmates, some of them are open, some of them are not open. One thing is sure, you have to ask questions. You got to talk. Ask them. Get information, because information is key. Yes, Auntie Pat said something, you might say, yes, I want to get this information, but if you don't put your mind there, of course you will not. But of course, there should be a gateway for everybody to get to what you want to do, right? So that is very, very important as well, orientation. Another thing is that I have here is your educational background. What are you studying, or what did you study? I want to become a doctor. I always use doctor, of course. So what is your background? What is your educational background? Did you do biology? Did you do math? Are you good in math? Biology, chemistry? If you're an art student, sometimes it's difficult. So your educational background plays a role for you to achieve your career goal. I just spoke about what you studied in school. Another thing is search the job market. Sometimes if you want to get a career, just go to the internet, search. What is the pay of this job? What is required of this job? What is the job market? Some people just go and just do anything. All of us, we know that nursing is very flexible. You can never lack a job when you're a nurse. Am I lying? Is it true? The nurses, yeah. You can never lack a job. Health field in general, very, very important. People will always be sick. We don't pray for that, but it happens. So nurses, you can never lack a job. So it's very, very important. Being a doctor, nurses, anything that has to do with health field, I think that is a very, very good career for anyone to follow. And of course, we all like the dollars, the money, salary. When you are looking for a career, I think looking for the pay is very, very important as well. I know that some people, they have passion. Some people, they just have passion. I just have passion to become a doctor. I just have passion to become a nurse. And they have a reason why they want to become a nurse. And there are some people, money is first thing. I have a friend, she's a nurse. She will not go for anywhere that they don't pay her from $50 and above. If not, she says she's not working. So somebody like that, I think she decided to follow that career of becoming a nurse because of the money, right? So that is also another reason why people go for certain career choice. So because of our time, I am going to conclude here. In my conclusion, I say, in order for you to achieve your career goal, it doesn't matter what career you choose. Of course, we said it should be a good career, not any type of career, especially as children of God. We have to be resilient. One, resilience and consistent. Be consistent in what you do. Consistent in your education. Consistent in prayers. Consistent in asking, inquiring for ideas. And above all, get some rest. Don't pressure yourself so much. You don't need to pressure yourself so much because you want that career. So you're going to be like, okay, because I want this career, maybe I'm not going to eat. I'm just going to be, I'm doing this, putting my mind, everything, soul and body. You need to take it slowly, but surely, with the help of God, you're going to get there. Thank you so much.
I have a question.
Question?
Actually, I have two. I have two. So the first question that I have is, what makes us want to be one thing one day, and then another day it's a totally different thing? Oh my gosh, I have so many answers. Okay, I'll start from here.
So sometimes you search up online, say for example you want to be a doctor, but then you see you have to go to college for 10 years, or you have to go to college for too long, and then you're like, what? You're you go, okay, let me go. You have to go to college for 10 years, then you have to think about marriage. How are you going to do marriage if you're going to college for 10 years? Like some average people get married around like 20, 25, but then you're doing college, you're doing a doctor for 10 years. Yeah, like you're not gonna get married until you get 30. And then when you wanna have kids, you're gonna have kids at 30. And then at 35, yes there is. Then you're gonna be 40 years old with a 10-year-old baby. Then like the age is as you.
There's no time to get married at 30, Jamie.
Like my uncle he was talking about how he was saying he wished he got married at a younger age. So so his kids, like he's not old, and then his kids are like 3 years younger than him. Cause like he doesn't want to get like that. Yeah, that's all right.
Well, I hope it's just a question answer session. But I know that you will achieve your career goal before you want to say you want to get married. Yes, marriage is important, but this is not the time. Let's focus on our career goal, and then we can get married.
Could you repeat the question?
Oh, the one who asked the question. Why is it that today you want to be one thing, and then the next day you are going to change? I'm going to do something else.
When you when you see other people succeeding in one thing, and you realize, and maybe they're talking about their story, and you see that it's easy for them, so you might have that impression that it's easy for you to do it too. So I guess that's why people, they jump from one thing and go to the next.
Okay.
Well, for me personally, I feel like it's cause like when we're younger, like our parents tell us like, oh, like maybe you guys should maybe you should do this, maybe you should do that, and like you switch like constantly, because it's like maybe like I don't really want to do this, like maybe I want to do that, but then you get like also hearing from other people is like it also like affects your choices. For example, like I don't know, I feel like for me, like I've changed like what I wanted to be like multiple times, and like I'm still not even sure about this one, to be honest, because it's not like, yes, I want to do it, but it's not really like my area of specialty. So like, I'm not even like sure about this one like that. But it's just like, I don't know, this like I think what Auntie Jackie was telling us, it like really helped me, like doing self-assessment and being able to determine your skills. Like, yes, I know I want to like help kids when I'm like older, but I like, to be honest, I'm not really that good at like medical stuff. So yeah, but I have to determine my skills, like, you know, let me do like what I know would be easy for me, not like having to stay up every night just because I have to pass one test, or like I'm struggling every day like that. Like I don't want my career to be like that. So I want to do something that's easy for me, but something that I also know is like that God wants me to do. So.
And it's rewarding.
I say it's because of like influence of other people and other things. Like you'll see a video of like one thing of what you wanted to do, and you're like all of a sudden you just don't want to do it anymore, and you want to go on to like another thing. Because it's like influence of a lot of things, like years, people you expect to meet, role models. Yeah.
So we have to think about the first video that we watched when we were thinking of this.
What is your vision?
Yeah, that's kind of what I was going to put in my answer. I feel like sometimes the negative specs, like sometimes we may see negative aspects of multiple jobs, and that's kind of where the indecisiveness comes in. Like you might enjoy something, like say you want to become a teacher. Like from what I know, teachers that have spoken to me in school, especially in high school, they were like, oh, Prince George's County teachers, they don't get paid as much. There are people that collect trash that make more, but it's like nobody really wants to be going around become a garbage man. But there's also the fact that sometimes you'll be like, oh, I want to do this job, but like Jaden said, you might, I'm sorry. Yeah, the amount of time it takes and the amount of studying, sometimes also the sacrifices you have to take to get to the certain point you want to be at. Even something that may take you 4 years, it may be something that you had to like really pay attention into, and you can't really like have time to be with friends or family, or like maybe even work, and you just like you're thinking about all the sacrifices you have to make and the things you have to cut.
Okay. Do
Yeah,
you have
well,
anything to say?
Let me
your voice.
let me say something from you.
Hold on,
Pat.
okay.
Okay. You talk about sacrifices. So sometimes when you want to follow your career, you think about a lot of sacrifice. Remember, life is sacrifice. Life is sacrifice. Coming here is sacrifice, right? Every Sunday we come to church is sacrifice. So everything we do is sacrifice. First thing, what do you like or what do you want to become? What is a good career for you? What is your orientation that you have gotten? Work on that. And if you have chosen what you want to become, you have to sacrifice and get it. So sacrifice should not be a problem, because everything we do, we sacrifice. Okay?
Another reason someone might change their career path is probably because their financial state, like maybe they have like a sick mother or father, they need to provide for them, and they need to get money for their medicine and stuff, so they might have to change to something that pays a little better.
That makes sense.
Yes, I like that. I like it. I like that answer.
Yeah, the economic situation of the parents.
Go ahead, his voice. I need to hear your voice.
I have a question. So what if you pray to God and he tells you you need to be the best artist in the world? Like that's what he wants your career future to be. Is that good? To be the best artist in the world. That's good?
So, yes, it's good, but why can't you pray to God to be the best doctor in the world?
No, I'm saying you're praying to God for any career. He says he wants you to be the best artist or the best garbage collector in the world. That's good.
Okay. Okay, then I have something to say about that, and it's just there is a difference between a career and a job.
And a business.
And it is honestly, there's a difference in all of that. You cannot. A garbage person is not a career; it's a job. And we are talking here about careers, which is one step to the other. You know, it's not just going to work in McDonald's or something. You know, so that's one thing I want you to understand, that it's not being a garbage career is not a job. It's not a career.
It's a job.
It's a job.
Thank you.
I have a question. Sorry. What if you want to be one thing, but then your parents don't want you to be that? Like, what do they want you to be something else? Like, what do you do?
Let me answer that. Look into that option your parents are telling you. Because, you know, your parents, we as your parents, we will tell you what is very, very important, what is best for you. So if your parents tell you something and, for example, you have some other thing that you want to do, ask a question. Just tell your parents, I mean, Dad, Mom, why do you people want me to do this? I think they will have something very, very important to tell you about that career that you have to pursue.
Okay, but like, oh, sorry, I'll leave somebody else.
It was a comment. You made a comment about money, right? And yeah, money is good. It's good to have money. You don't want to work. You don't want to have like a career that's not paying you good money. But I just want to say, with money, it's not always about like getting the highest paid, because the people who are out there who they work a lot and they get a lot of money, but at the same time, on the back end, they're stressing and they're not doing what, like mentally, they're not doing what. People die over things like that. So I'm saying when you choose your career, not just money, of course, money should be like something you should look at, but at the same time, you have to know the balance between the money and what your passion or interest is. Money just can't be the only thing or like the number one thing that you're looking at.
Okay.
Yeah, that's correct. That's why I talked about some people, they prefer, when they want to choose a career, they look the aspect of money. And some people, they look into the aspect of passion. So you just said the same thing. Thank you so much.
All right, but what if your parents tell you to be a doctor or a sports engineer, but then God tells you to be an engineer? Should I say what God says or what my parents says?
I think Pastor should answer that one.
All right, I'm very glad for some of these questions and clarifications that we're trying to, understand. I think the issue here is about what God said, or what God is saying, and what your parents are saying, if they are separate two things, right? One thing I've understood about working with God is that God is not an author of confusion. So if God is speaking to you and telling you that this is what, son, I want you to do, and your parents are telling you something different, God, not being an author of confusion, you will pray and say, Lord, convince my parents. Let there be an agreement, because when God speaks to you, God confirms it. Because at that point, you may be moved by your emotion and whatever is happening around you, and you are hearing voices and you think it's God speaking to you. But when there is a confirmation of what God is speaking to you and telling you, I say, son, I want you to be this, I want you to be that, God will also use that same parents that were opposing the initial suggestion or idea. God will also use them to confirm, or God will use a pastor, or God will use a stranger, or use someone else to confirm what he has told you. And once you get that confirmation, God will touch the heart of your parents and say, okay, parents, I am the one telling him that this is what I want him to do, and they will agree with you, counsel you, help you to become the best that God wants you to be. Okay?
Yep.
All right. So, Auntie Jackie.
Yes, so that's it.
Okay.
Thank you all so much.
Thank you.
For all those brilliant questions.
All right, thank you, Auntie Jackie, for that session. I think these are very, very life-transforming information that can, help us in making decisions concerning our tomorrow. We're going to take a quick break, and after that, we're going to just have 2 sessions. Actually, we should have 3 sessions, but I'm going to cut 1.